The United States and China have one thing in common: a 34% tax rate. But what does that really mean? What are the specifics of how this tax rate is applied, and what are some of the interesting consequences that come along with it? Well, let's find out. Fact no. 1. The top individual income tax rates for both countries are exactly the same. 34%. This means that if you're a high earner in either the US or China, you'll pay the same percentage of your income in taxes to the government. In both countries, there are several tax brackets, and as you earn more, you'll move into the next tax bracket. And eventually, if you're making over $500,000 or 340,000 yuan per year, you'll be taxed at the highest possible rate of 34%. Now, it is important to note that these tax brackets and rates can change from year to year, so while we're using the most up-to-date numbers that we could find, it is always best to check with a tax professional for the most accurate information. Fact no. 2. There are different rules for married couples. In the US, married couples filing jointly have the same tax rate, but they get to combine their incomes and subtract the standard deduction twice. This means that they can often save thousands of dollars in taxes each year compared to single filers. China also has different rules for married couples. According to its latest individual income tax regulations, if you're married, your taxable income will be combined with your spouse's income, and then the tax will be calculated based on the combined income. However, the Chinese government also provides a minimum tax exemption for all taxpayers, which is around 52,000 yuan. So even if your combined income is below that threshold, you won't have to pay any taxes at all. Fact no. 3. There are many deductions and exemptions available to reduce your tax bill. In the US, taxpayers can reduce their taxable income by taking advantage of various deductions and exemptions, such as mortgage interest, state and local taxes, charitable donations, and more. There are also many tax credits that can be used to directly reduce the amount of tax you owe. China also offers tax deductions and exemptions, although the list is not as extensive as in the US. For example, individuals may be exempt from paying tax on certain types of income, such as interest from bank deposits and government bonds, dividends from stocks and insurance proceeds. There are also deductions for work-related expenses, such as transportation, communication, and office costs. Fact number 4. Tax evasion is a serious crime in both countries. In the US, it is illegal to intentionally evade or attempt to evade paying taxes. The Internal Revenue Service, or IRS, has the authority to investigate and prosecute individuals who engage in tax evasion activities. Penalties for tax evasion can include fines and imprisonment. China also takes tax evasion very seriously and has strict laws and regulations in place to prevent it. The State Taxation Administration of China has the authority to investigate and punish individuals or entities that evade or resist taxes. The penalties for tax evasion in China can be severe and include fines, confiscation of illegal gains, and imprisonment. All right, now it's time for the big question. Is it better to be taxed at 34% in the US or China? Well, there's no easy answer to this question because it depends on a lot of factors. For example, if you're married with kids, you might prefer the US tax system because of the generous tax breaks for families. On the other hand, if you're single and don't have any debt, you might prefer China's tax system because you won't have to pay any tax until you reach the 52,000 yuan threshold. Ultimately, it's up to each individual to decide what tax system they prefer. But hopefully, this video has given you enough information to make an informed decision. Thank you for watching this video. We hope that you learned something new and interesting about the tax systems in the US and China. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and subscribe for more content like this. We have lots of interesting videos coming up about money, taxes, and business. So stay tuned. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.